What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. So we're jumping straight into some Black Desert Online content, specifically taking a look at the latest update. So let's jump right in, looking at my man the Dosa here, who I'm loving this character. I think they've done an excellent job. Like with this character, bar none, I think they've done a great job. I did switch out from the Enlightened Tiger uniform just because I thought it was hiding a lot of his skills, especially the usage of these spheres and his blade. And it kind of was like, how? Yeah, so I thought this costume looked simpler. I love the Wonderland uniform look. It just reminds me of like the Mad Hatter or something like that. And I just think about this character, like he's a lot of fun to play, and I like to be able to see the skills, not to mention all the things that he's doing with his weapons inside of the animation, which is what we're getting in today with the patch. So let's jump right in and have a look, why don't we? So alright, so jumping right in, we've got the patch details. So there's been a number of class updates for the Berserker, the Musa, the Meiwa, the Valkyrie, the Lian, and specifically for our boy the Dosa. We're going to pass on by for these characters. I think if you're playing them, then you probably want to pay attention to what's going on. It wasn't a whole lot done to them, but there might be some magnifying things for you. But I think the Dosa was the one that was main focus, and they've done some pretty good buffs on him. So specifically, they added the Black Spirit Rage skills. So here you can see his 10, 25, and 50% skills for Fire Blaze, Water Current, and then Wood Bend. Now, I don't necessarily have a problem with his Black Spirit Fire Blaze. Not too difficult to get at that one, but his Water Current one, this one bugs the hell out of me because hitting that S and E key while holding R and B just becomes so problematic for me. But it is what it is. And then my favorite of all his animations and skill is definitely Wood Bend. Maybe I'm a Hashirama or whatever, but whatever. So here we got the Wood Bend, Shift F, and then R and B after the skill. So definitely good skills for his 10, 25, and 50% Black Spirit skills inside there. So they also changed the way his elements generate, specifically buffing a lot of the area of effect for allies and for the skills and for the enemies trapped and snared inside his circles. So you have to make sure you're there. But they also changed the way some of the smoothness of the skills worked inside the game. Specifically to me, the one that stood out was Fire Blaze. His skill definitely felt stuttered when you were moving between skills with it, whether you were using Fire Spread into Fire Blaze into Fire Spread and you were comboing that, like, you know, flow skilling, or whether you were using Misty Steps and then coming out of that, it felt very stuttered when you were using his fire skills. I didn't mind it so much because I'm more of a fan of the Wood Bend, the Earth Reap, and the metal pour as well. So you can also see here they've added some effects onto to some of the skills. So specifically Earth Reap, he's now going to recover 100 HP per hit effect. Earth Till, he's going to add the recover 75, 100, 125, 150 per hit effect. And then you can see Sky Stomp as well is going to increase the recover HP amount from 250 to 300. And Light and Haze, they fixed the issue where pressing the key command for the skill during Sundering Sweep activated Wood Stake. I don't know that I necessarily noticed it, but they changed so pressing LMB after the former skill while combo into the latter. So essentially Metal Alloy going into Metal Pour, you can just press the LMB key after the former skill, and then that way it can combo successfully. So you got some War of the Roses updates here. I don't really play War of the Roses, mostly because I'm more of a PvE player. I do want to get into this, but I just haven't. Anyways, the Sanctum Guardian monster size increase for the Fatus and the Ahib Dark Champions and the Dark Knights have been increased respectively. So roughly about 20% for the Fatus. And then you can see here your Ahib Champions 30%, your Dark Knights 38%. I've never noticed a problem with the stable keeper's visibility, but I guess they fixed it. Maybe it's because I'm playing on a widescreen and, you know, 240 hertz, but I haven't really had a problem spotting these. But they've improved this, so there's a little icon above his head, and they increased the size by about 20%. So there's good items there. They've also streamlined some of the season pass, objectives, so that way you can level up gear so effectively inside there. So take a look at that, especially if you're still inside the season pass. More importantly, over to the world boss schedule for North America, they changed Bulgusal's time schedule on Saturdays to so that way it he wasn't spawning during Conquest War. So that's a good change overall, I think, there as well. So next up, we've got Decia's Lantern over at Kadri's Ruin. So you can see here they've changed the topography of these areas to make it a little bit better for combat experience, I guess. So you can see like the terrain has roughly been smoothed out, so that way it's more flat, so I guess you can kill, move around the area without having to worry about being trapped on things. Not bad, like it's cool. Yeah, I ain't gonna complain about it at all. So up next, you can see the guaranteed pin boss gear quests have been improved as well. So not a whole lot to be necessarily talk about changing there, I guess, realistically, but they've improved it. They changed the NPCs for where you're gonna craft certain items for, like the Ator shoes. Durgaf's at Asadra's, where before Adasara is now going to be the node manager Brakala, so you should be good there. And then you can see they also changed when you're going to be receiving some of like the shield, the outfit boxes and stuff, shield, Cleas, and L. We'll skip past that. Node and Conquest War has received some updates. Now, I would love to sit here and pretend with you guys that I can tell you what these changes mean, but the truth of the matter is I really haven't engaged in Node War PvP in a while, and I don't really know what the changes are going here. I know there's some very conflicting feelings about Conquest War, Node War, and the way it plays and the changes that they're making. I don't know them well enough to say that it's a bad thing, and I don't really engage in that much PvP either, so I couldn't tell you the best about it. So we can see some NPCs and backgrounds and sounds have been improved as well for the Nampo Moodle Village to assist with the Imperial crafting and fishing deliveries. Up next, they added Lian, Valentine's Apprentice, to help with daily quests, including the Imperial delivery. So this one is going to be important specifically for one of the events that's coming up. We'll talk about those here in a second. So before we jump into that, I want to take a look at the Black Spirit skills here. So we'll take a look at the Shift E. There we go. We'll see. My favorite skill, to be perfectly honest, is the Woodbend skill. I love how smooth it is and how it moves into the combo. It's really nice. I just love that skill. But hey, that's me. Depending on what you like, you might like something else. But that is one of my favorite skills overall with the Dosa. Really easy to combo. You use Shift F and then R and B after that skill. He's pretty, like, the character kit is really smooth. I think there were just some issues with the fire and that combo. That definitely feels a lot smoother, to be perfectly honest. Before, it felt like a nice little stutter inside of here, but that felt pretty smooth. I won't lie. That felt a lot smoother. So let's take a look at some of the other events that are currently going in the game, and we'll finish up there. So, all right. So the biggest event that we currently have going on is definitely going to be the return of the beauty. Wait, I gave you guys the wrong one there. That was not the quest. All right, we'll take a look at that in a second. Well, the one I wanted to take a look at was the return of the Black Witch, Isabella. So from October 24th to November 7th, these are the times for EU and these are the times for the NA servers. You're basically going to be looking at stopping Isabella. Okay, so yeah. You need to basically make your way over to Costa Farm. She's going to be appearing just south of Costa Farm, in between Lynch Farm and Costa. She's going to appear there in the Naga March, and you need to make your way over and defeat her, where you can obtain some pretty good rewards. The Benighted Bundle, the Mythical Sensor, some of the gold bars. These are some of the items I think a lot of people want. And then we got the event Black Witch's Energy Isabella Frame Crafting Material. Definitely going to want that Isabella Frame Crafting. We're going to see why here in a moment. So along with that, you're going to be able to collect the Barnes Awards, you know, for some of these as well over here. And then you're going to be able to collect the Volcrus rewards as well. So defeating those two guys will get you some nice rewards. After accepting the quest from the Black Spirit, you just basically help Alejandro farms at the Alejandro farm to seal Isabella. And from that, we can get the event frame of unknown energy plus the Black Witch's energy. Combine those, and then you can get the sealed Black Witch Isabella furniture, which is just a frame. I just want it just because of how beautiful she looks, and we'll get the all AP plus 15 and the max HP plus 100. Set it up inside your house. Really cool looking frame overall. They also have the new adventure log objectives for the Halloween event, so complete these will be marked as completed after 31st. So you can see what these are. Tears behind the pumpkin mask can be completed. These are some good events overall inside the game, I think, anyways, and these are the rewards that you can potentially get. Now this event right here, I'm gonna pop it off the screen. I'll just talk to it while these guys sit over here and try to kill me for some reason. They didn't know who they were messing with. Don't make me go John Wick on your ass, boys. But anyways, so at current, you should be logging in daily and making your way over to Heidel. To Velia. The reason why you want to do so is because Igor Batali has a quest for you where he's going to have 2 adventurers with him every week. So all you need to do is talk to Igor Batali, then talk to the 2 adventurers, and then complete it by talking to Igor Batali again. And for that, you will net yourself an event seal. So these seals are the 10th anniversary seals. What this is effectively going to allow you to do is purchase anything like the Jay's Hammers of Loyalty, the Mythical Censer, some of the Kron Stones. We're celebrating 10 years of Black Desert, so this is a good thing. Well, what they're doing right now is Valentine or Laura are making their way out of the area, and for that we're going to receive 10 of these event seals, the anniversary seals. So just pay attention to that. You should be logging in every day. You don't want to miss out by you know, missing out on the Jay's Hammer of Loyalty or the Kron Stones or any of these items necessarily, because I think they're all pretty good items and you're going to want them. So just make sure that you're logging in daily to get those items. And you know, this is going to be running for quite a while, so you've got quite a bit of chance here to be logging in and be collecting these seals for these items. So I think overall it's a pretty good event to celebrate the upcoming 10 years of Black Desert. So take a look at that. Next up, we've got an event that's a Twitch event, so the Archer leaderboard reloaded. So they want you to join the content creators over on the Twitch, and and for watching for 2 hours, you know, you're basically going to get the Harmony Drop for the Human, the Corrupt Oil of Immortality, and the Premium Elixir Box ×2. So here you can see this is what the daily schedule is for the weekdays. And on NA servers, like, these are weird times that they put for the NA. You notice that's like from 20 to 2200, and then from 2300 to 01 EDT. Like, I'm not sitting up playing Black Desert at 11 to 1 in the morning on the weekday. And on the weekends, you know, it's not like they made it too much better. From 1500 to 1800, so for 3 hours there, from 3 o'clock, or 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and then for us on the East Coast from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock EDT. So 3 hours on the weekends to basically get those. So these are the participating streamers. Basically go jump on Twitch and take a look at any one of these persons. They also have an event, yes, to carve some pumpkins, guys. So if you're into the holiday season and you like carving pumpkins, go take a look at it. Carve yourself up a pumpkin in the theme of Black Desert and submit a photo for a chance to win the Black Spirit hand warmer, the mouse mat of choice, and the GM Care box ×2 for participating. So, you know, I'm not particularly a pumpkin carver, so I can't speak to that. Now, last but not least, there are a number of things in the shop, and we'd be remiss not to take a look at the shop. Well, specifically, I just want to focus in on the hauntingly hot Halloween that we basically have. So the Vampire Knight uniform has been added to the set, aka Gloam Walker outfit box. That's what I'm calling it. If you've read the manga for Vampire Knight, this feels very apropos to that manga more than it does to me feel like an a la carte type uniform, but the uniform is available. I think it looks pretty sleek and it looks pretty cool. The cape is pretty nice. They've got the hair effect inside there, but you know, overall it's a pretty decent looking uniform. It's not a whole lot of layer and detail to me like the Wonderland or the Marnis outfit box. I think those are like pretty damn cool. Like these were like I'm rocking this one on my Hashashin because I absolutely love the simplistic look of it, but there's a lot of detail inside of it with the threads and needles and, you know, the measuring tape. It was really cool. You know, same thing for the Marnis outfit. There's a whole lot going here for you know, calling out to like the style of what's going on with Marnie and stuff like that. And then excuse me, and then my favorite is just the one that I'm currently wearing for my Dosa. Is this very, you know, I don't know what to call it. Like, all I could think of is the Millennial Clown from D Gray Man. Is when I saw this one, that's all I could think of. So I was like, yeah, I'm the Millennial Clown now. So like, I mean, you know, or the Mad Hatter, whatever one you prefer. But yeah, I definitely thought of the Millennial Clown from D Gray Man if you've read or watched that anime manga. So those are the things that are basically inside the shop, or at least the things noteworthy. Everything else that's, you know, that they've got inside there is pretty much, you know, the same basic rollover type stuff, where it's just kind of get you guys into the loot boxes and stuff like that. So, you know, if that's what you're into, go ahead and, you know, check it out. We've also got the update here for the TikTok Fairy Change coupon inside here. I think this one's very pretty. It's very cute and very cool with the little, you know, spinner up line on the back of them. So take a look over at the shop. You know, hey guys, I hate to say this to you, but you know, they got to get paid if they want to keep, if you want them to keep making the game. So I don't hate on them at all. I'm not one of those people who are like, hey, Black Desert's pay to win. You can play it without doing any of that stuff. And, you know, unless you're trying to, you know, even if you're trying to be competitive, you know, you're just basically playing a PvE game for fun. So I don't really necessarily have a problem with the whale supporting the game and supporting my ability to continue to play BDO for a number of next 10 years. The game is absolutely beautiful. One of the best looking MMOs on the market. And trust me, I have tried quite a few, especially that Trash Throne and Liberty. But nevertheless, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Until next time, peace.